Okay guys, so what we have here is a 2009 BMW X5, the E70 version. Now we're going to do a retrofit of the power tailgate. This is a fairly simple retrofit. It can all be done for around £300 to £350, and I'd say probably a day's work. There's a bit of research that needs to go on first in terms of the wiring diagrams, but other than that it's fairly simple and just routing cables. Now let me show you what I've done. First of all, we need to install the power struts. So the struts I found off eBay. They click into the regular place of the existing gas struts, and then as you can see here, the wiring goes into the tailgate grommet, which is already existing on all X5s. Each strut has 5 wires, 2 for power, 3 for the hall, which is the sensors. Now they run through here, down into the tailgate, through the grommet, and then down inside the car and to where the HKL module will be housed. Same on the other side. Power lifter installed, wiring run down there, through the boot, inside the tailgate, and I took the trim off and ran it all the way down here, under the boot floor, tying it all in nicely. Now, before I get to the HKL module, which you can see is probably the most time-consuming part, I just want to talk about the switch, the tailgate switch. So up here, we have the tailgate switch. Now this is fairly simple to install. Now we have 3 wires going to it. Ignore the colours because I've rewired this. These aren't OEM colours. So 3 wires going to it. We have 1 wire here, which is into pin 3. Now this has to go back to the HKL module, and a ground and a power here, which I have wired in parallel to the existing boot lid switch. So as you can see here, this is the grey with the yellow tracer and the brown ground to the existing boot lid switch. And just to repeat, the 3rd wire needs to run back to pin 8 of the HKL module. Okay, so let's get down to the module. So the module itself has 3 terminals going to it. Now again, please ignore the color coding. I've rewired this with non-OEM wires, just what I had lying around in the garage. So, the 2 on this side are the lifters. 1 for left, 1 for right. We've got the power. So the hot wire and the ground, hot wire and the ground, and then the 3 wires for the hall sensors on either side. So that's a case of just running those down through the C-pillars and back to this area of the boot. On the left-hand side, this is your power connector, which I'm taking power from the fuse board. You also need to tap into the CAN connectors. So again, ignore the wiring colours. The actual OEM wiring colours for the CAN connectors should be green and orange. There's 2 wires for CAN. And then the final thing, which I haven't done yet, is I haven't installed the sensor on the lower tailgate, which will be across here, which will prevent the boot closing if the lower tailgate is open. So that's in a nutshell it. So from the off, you can see there's a bit of tidying up to do here, but the tailgate, first time installed, works straight away. Just let me give you a demonstration of that. So let's tighten this wire up out of the way so we don't touch it. Okay, so we can just hit the button, down she goes, and open. And that's about it. You can do some further coding to the car to enable you to open and close it with a key. I haven't done that, I'll probably do that another day. But as you can see, a day's worth of wiring here and these components, and we are all in and good to go. So just to summarize, what do you need to buy? You need to buy the power strut right and left. You need to buy the button. You need to buy the HKL modules. You need to buy these 3 clips. These 2 are the same, this one is different from BMW if they don't come with the kit that you buy from eBay. A series of connectors for the kits. You can see some part numbers there. And some part numbers there. The ones I didn't have are these small ones, but I had some lying around, so I just used those. Various stuff I've downloaded offline. This is actually the power connector. So the normal ones have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, but the power connector has 10. And then a fairly straightforward wiring diagram, which all can be downloaded online. So a bit of a more clear version here. So this is the wiring for the power strut on the right, power strut on the left. This is the wiring for the lower tailgate switch, interior boot button, and so on. So all fairly simple, guys. Nothing huge to report there. As I said, the cost was around, well, I suppose after I bought the consumables, the cost was around £350, possibly close to 400, but well worth doing. As mentioned, I haven't done any coding on this car, but I will do at another later date. So very simply, I have a power tailgate. Thanks for watching.